Nichiren Buddhism emphasizes the possibility of inner transformation, which is explained as the process of bringing forth our full human potential. The second Soka Gakkai president Josie Toda used the term human revolution to describe the fundamental process of inner transformation. This could also mean we come out of our lesser self, bound by self-concern and the ego, to a greater self capable of caring and taking action for the sake of others as well. Human revolution is described as transforming our lives at the very core, through identifying and challenging those things which prevent us from expressing our full positive potential and humanity. Nichiren Buddhism is based on the belief of a pure, positive and enlightened condition of life which exists equally within all people, or otherwise known as the Buddhahood state, which is characterized by the compassion, wisdom and courage. In our society, most of the times there is a perception that the discipline and focus necessary for such a process requires a set of ideal circumstances, not available to most. Nichiren Buddhism, however, teaches that it is only by squarely facing the challenges that confront us amidst the harsh contradictions of society, that we can carry out the task of changing our own lives, and the world for the better. Taking responsibility for transforming our own lives is the first step toward creating a human society based on compassion and respect for the dignity of all people's lives. When we look beyond our personal concerns and take action for the sake of others, this process is strengthened and accelerated. An experience which previously seemed a difficult situation can become the key to finding the purpose of our lives, as we learn how to help others struggling in a similar situation. It could happen with one person, as President Ikeda says. A great human revolution in just a single individual will help achieve a change in the destiny of a nation, and, further, will enable a change in the destiny of all humankind. Through chanting Nam-myoho-renge-kyo and earnestly striving in our Buddhist practice, we tap our infinite potential, and learn to create value in any situation. When we can demonstrate through our behavior and attitude how we have changed, this becomes an example of the power of Buddhism. Human revolution doesn't mean something extraordinary, and it is noticeable in our daily lives. A young boy making an effort to take his studies seriously, starting to offer a helping hand to those outside our family who are suffering are examples of human revolution. It simply means to break through the lower states of life and access the states of Bodhisattva and Buddhahood by showing greater compassion in our daily conduct and behavior, and undertaking an action revolution. Human revolution is a never-ending process of continual self-improvement, and there is no limit or an end in our journey for self-perfection. It describes a Buddhist way of life that eternally seeks growth and personal development every day. It is also about how much we are growing and improving right now rather than what we have achieved in the past. Sensei Ikeda says that among all other revolutions, political revolutions, economic revolutions, scientific revolutions, artistic revolutions, etc., human revolution is the most fundamental and the most necessary revolution for humankind. This is because, but no matter whatever happens, as long as people remain selfish and lack in compassion, the world will never get any better. Most of the times, people mean success by gaining status and prestige in society. However, doing our human revolution is a much more profound aspiration, as it involves changing and elevating our lives from within, regardless of what is happening in the world around us. So from now on, let's break through our outer shell and develop our lives. Once we do that, we begin to see and feel things differently, even though our circumstances remain unchanged. You must not give up your faith before you achieve that state or a goal that you want to achieve. And finally, it is important to ensure that you do not isolate yourself from others.